Welcome to SQL full course tutorial. Here in this lecture, we will discuss the following topics: database creation using database, table creation, inserting records in the table, and retrieving data from the table with some basic clauses where order by, distinct, and group by. First, open your SQL Server Management Studio and connect to the SQL Server. Then create a database using create command. This is our create database. Company DB is our database name. This is end of statement. Semicolon is end of statement. Then select this and execute. Now we can see commands completed successfully means database company DB is created now. We can see it here. First refresh it by clicking on this refresh button and then click on this plus icon. You can see here that a company database is created now. Now we will create a table in this company database using create command. Now these are the columns in our employee table. Here employee ID is integer data type and it is a primary key means each element in this column is unique elements. And this is employee name. This is of worker type because employee name is always character type. Same department is also character type. Salary is of decimal type. This is decimal type. In decimal, this 10 is total digits and out of this 10, 2 is the decimal places after decimal point. Now this is join date is date data type and this city is also varchar data type. All these columns are placed in braces. Now first we have to use this company database. So first use company database. Use this command and this is first execute this command. Now we can see the current database is company database. Now when we select this table and execute this statement, we can see the command completed successfully. This table employee table is now created in this company database. Now we can see this, refresh this. Now we can see table is created. This is employee table. This is created in this company database. Now we'll enter some records in this employee table using insert command. Now we will write all these columns in these braces. We have written all these columns in sequence. Now we will write values and now again we will write in the braces. The first one is employee ID. Employee ID we can write it 101. Every worker character is written as this is employee name. We will write it into single quotation marks. Then comma, then this department. This is our first record, and to enter second record, first we put a comma here, and in second line we will write all the records in braces. We have entered 10 records here. So in the same way, you can also enter 10 records by placing a comma at the end of each record. Now we'll execute this statement. Select this statement and press execute button. 10 rows affected means 10 records are entered in this employee table. Now you want to check the records, all the records in the table. For this, we will write select statement. Select star. Star means all the records. Select stars from employee means table name. This is our table. You can select it from here. Now select this statement and press execute. We can see these are all the records that are entered by us in this employee table. Now suppose we want the records that have only the records of the HR department. What are the records in the HR departments? For this, we will write this select statement again. Control V. Select star from employees. Now for this, we will use where clause. WHERE where. This is our department means department. DE department. You can select it from here. Department is equals to, we will write it in single quotation mark, department HR. Let's say it is HR. Now select this statement and execute this. Now we can see only HR department records are shown here. So where clause is used for some condition. Now again we will use some other statement with the where clause. So this is 50,000. Now select this statement and we can say now we have the records of the employees who have salary greater than 50,000. So in this manner we can use this where clause. Suppose we want the records of the employee ID only 108. So in the same way we can use this statement again. Now we will select this statement, execute this. Now we can see the records of employee ID 104. This is Neha Gupta and this and this. This is a finance department. So in this manner we can use this where clause. We can also use and or logical operators along with this where clause. In this statement we have used and logical operator where salary is greater than 50,000 and department is HR. Now we will execute this statement. Now we can see we have the records where the department is HR and the salary is greater than 50,000. So we can use and or logical operators along with this where clause. Now if we want only few of the columns from out of these all the columns, you can write select name of the columns which you want and then select this statement, execute this. Now we can see we have only 3 columns out of all these columns we have in our table. Now suppose you want your records in some order, increasing or decreasing order. We can do this by using order by clause. Suppose we want our records in decreasing order of the salary. We can use order by clause, order by salary. This is order by salary. Now we will select this statement and execute this. We can see here that the records are ordered in increasing order of the salary 45, 47, 49, 50. So these records are now in increasing order of the salary. Now suppose we want in decreasing order, just place DEC at the end of this salary column. Now select this, execute this. Now we can say the records are now in decreasing order of the salary. So by default it is increasing order, and if we place DESC decreasing order. Now suppose you want how many departments are there in this table. For this we will use distinct function. Select distinct department from employees. Execute this statement. Now we can see there are 5 departments in this table. Now suppose we want how many employees are there in each department. For this we will use group by and aggregate function. Select department, count star. We can use count star as star means all the records, as there are employee key, employee id which is unique, so we can use count star instead of count employee. Now execute this statement. Now we can see number of employees in each department. Also this as after this count function, as number of employees shows the name of this newly formed column. We can also use sum and average functions for along with this group by clause. Let's say we are making some changes in this statement. We want average. Execute this statement. Now we can say department wise we have number of employees, average salary, and the total salary of each department. So in this manner we can use group by clause. Always use group by clause along with any of the aggregate functions. These are aggregate function: count, average, sum. We will discuss some more clauses and functions in our next video. Practice following questions to have clear understanding of the topic. That's all for this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and press bell icon to stay updated with upcoming SQL videos. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next video.